Hi guys, good to have you all back. We have arrived at the number 2 spot. Now, if you are just joining us, let me tell you what is going on. I am making a small series called My Top 5 Favorite Junk Journal Projects for 2022. Yes, and this is the number 2 spot, so number 1 will be tomorrow. Don't worry if you missed it. I have a playlist, yes, so you can, catch up. The playlist is going to be linked below and also is going to be put on screen here. So there's a black strip here that probably says playlist something something. Click on it and then you'll be able to see all the videos. Right, number 2. Yes, let me tell you something about it. So the original video is actually a beginner tutorial. It's in that playlist as well. And it's called 5 pockets from 1 page, or 1 page, 5 pockets, something like this. And I made it about 3 months ago. The original ones that I made then have already found their new home. Yes. I make these all the time because A, they're very easy to make. You can make them from any sorts of paper in any style for any project. So you can use these. I mostly use these for Happy Mail, but you can also use them in your journals. Now, let me show you. They are made, I have 2 completely different ones. This one is made from book page and this is made from a digital. There are 5 pockets in here. Let me get something to show you. Yes, 5 pockets. Big one here. 1, 2, 3. So 3 pockets on the front, yes, and then on the back we have 2 more, 4 over here, one large one, and then 5, a small tiny one over here. You have 5 pockets when you use this project in Happy Mail or as a standalone. If you want to use this in your journal, glue it in your journal. Let's say this is your journal page. Do I have a piece of paper? Well, I have this big envelope. Let's say this is your journal page. You can glue it on and have it as a big tuck spot or as a pocket to the side. Then you have 4 pockets because you will lose this one over here. Yeah, so it's 4 or 5 pockets depending on how you are going to use it. The paper that I've used is a sort of a rectangle, so I don't think it will look nice if you make one from a 12 by 12 piece of paper, like a square one. I think a rectangular one will look nice. Otherwise, it would be like a big square. I haven't tried it. Guys. So, yes, it's going to be fun. I filled this one with all sorts of tags. Do you like the book page? Oh, I love this. This is from a very, very good book. I'm going to show you in a minute. Yeah, and you can put all sorts in. I just made tags. So let me show you the papers we're using, the supplies that we are using. For papers, I have used 2 digitals that I've printed on A4, a little bit heavier paper. This is 160 grams. You can do it with copy paper if you want to. I just enjoy working with a little bit heavier paper. Now, if you're going to print on A4 or letter, you could also do it with letter. Print it borderless, that is important, and have it double-sided. So I printed on both sides. This happens to be from Steelbox on Etsy. I thought it was steel with double L 1X, but it's 1L double X. French script. The Etsy shop still exists. I checked. And this one I've printed from Allure Bookscraft, and it's called Vintage Ephemera Society Papers. It's an old one. These are from 2 or 3 years ago. Again, checked. The set is even still available. I love it. Love it. And the other one I am making from Book Page. I'm using this one. It's so good, guys. If you can get it somewhere in the Netherlands, it's Timus Flora and Kleuren. And if you are in England or in America or wherever your country is that they speak English, it is the Concise British Flora in color. Love it. It's a sought after book. Yeah. I want to make some cards, sort of tags that go into the pockets. For this, I'm just using some cardstock. I had this one out, so I'm using some luxury cardstock in this case. And I'm probably going to decorate with some bits and bobs. You know my bits and bobs, labels, postage stamps, what have you. Let's see what we'll use. Now for the tools. You can actually do this without any fancy tools. You need scissors and glue. That's it. However, I'm using my scoreboard. I'm using a knife instead of scissors with a ruler. I am using this because my eyes don't work that well. I'm using a corner rounder as usual. Optional. Inking, optional. You need glue. I would recommend, if you have art glitter glue, I would recommend it. Or otherwise a glue that will glue a very small strip. Yeah? I'm going to decorate it with some hole reinforcers. I've made some beautiful ones with a new die cut set that I have that I want to share with you guys. But I'm going to use these for the cards, for the tags inside. Yeah? So, glue, scissors, very necessary. And all the other stuff, not necessary, but very handy to have. There's going to be a little bit of measuring involved, but you can do this actually without measuring. You can eyeball this completely. Let me show you. So we're gonna start with the A4 digital that I've printed. I've printed mine on both sides, so it's double-sided. It doesn't even need to be double-sided if you don't want to, because the book pages that we're using, on one side it has text and on the other side the images, and you know, it works fine. It works fine. Good. Now, how did I come up with this? I did not know any measuring before I did the first project. I just started folding. So you can do this, just start folding, because we actually need a sort of a trifold. Now, I am going to share with you the measurements from this project using an A4 sheet. So I'm just going to make a score at 3.5. Landscape. So 3.5. There we go. Did I score it like 20 times? No, it's okay. And then we're gonna flip it around like so. And then I'm going to score it at 2.5. And these are the only two scores that we're making. Now, I can tell you this next measurement, but I'm not gonna. I'm gonna show you how I came up with this. Yes? So what I did, I wanted to make, of course, like this shape. A tuxedo shape, I believe it's called. Don't even know for sure. So I just folded a piece in, like so. This happens to be 3.5 inches. And then I'm going to butt it all the way into the corner. I'm going to fold this up and have it touch the corners, so it will match up nicely everywhere. Now I'm gonna fold it open. Now be sure, guys, that there's a little bit of room left between the fold and the end of this paper. You can have it a little bit closer or a little bit smaller, doesn't matter, but I would recommend have it a little bit removed from here. Why? Well, a couple of reasons. It just folds nicer, and the room that you leave here will be the room that you will have here. Yes? So if you're gonna leave more room, the pocket will be like more that side. If you leave less room, the pocket will be taller. So taller or smaller. That's why I left a little bit of room. So yeah, you fold it here, then you fold it over. There you go. So you don't need any real measuring. I'm just telling you what I did with the A4 sheet, right? Okay, that's it. I am keeping my bone folder. So we have folded here. Now I'm going to fold this up nicely, hoping that all the ends will meet. Alrighty then. Couple more folds we're going to make. I'm going to take this corner and I'm going to fold it down all the way along the line where we fold it. You can fold it a little bit before the line, not after the line, because we have to fold it again into itself. I'm not going to really press very hard because I need to check. Now I'm going to fold this in and see if it fits. If I fold it back up and this is curling up or is folded double, then you need to refold it again. I'm going to do the same with the other side. Where's my fold? See? Like so. Now, we have a small triangle and a big triangle. The small triangle we're going to fold in first, like so. And then the big triangle is going to fold over it, like so. See, it's already taking shape. Now, this really needs to meet up. Yeah, so don't have this piece bigger, because then you'll have to sort of trim it. Great. Now, we're going to fold it open again. We need to make 2 cuts on this paper. I'm using a pen to put a dot where the ends meet. Now, on the bottom, you will have 2, I'm going to call it crossroads. I also did that in the previous video. It's where all the lines meet. So I'm going to put a dot right in the middle here on both sides. This seems difficult. It's not. It's really easy, guys. There you go. Now, here's where it gets sort of tricky, if you can call it tricky. We need to cut 1 piece up and 1 piece straight. Yeah? Now, the cut upwards is at the bigger part. You need to keep that in mind. The cut upwards is at the bigger part. Now I'm going to make a cut from the dot that I've put here. You can also use scissors. If you're really good at cutting, use your scissors. I am rubbish at cutting. So I'm using a knife and a ruler. There you go. So this flips up. Yeah. Now I'm going to turn it, and this needs to be cut across. There you go. Flappy up, flappy here. Yeah? Perfect. Now, you can use art glitter glue for this. I'm just going to use glue stick. What I want to do is glue these pieces down. But before I do that, I want to make all the folds and see if it really comes together. Now, let's see the magic. We are going to fold this in first, fold it over. Yes, then we're going to fold this in and again fold it over. Now, we have 2 flappies. This one folds up. Yes, be sure it sort of matches. Now, whatever I do, guys, it always sticks out a little bit, but that's okay. I'm going to either adjust it or trim it. I'm going to flip it over. Fold this one up first and then this one in. Now you can see on the bottom some stuff is sticking out. It's not really straight. So be sure that it's straight. I am going to start with the first fold. This just needs to be lifted up a tiny bit. So that's why I didn't really burnish it very hard. I just want to sort of adjust it. So I try to adjust it over here a little bit. Does this still want to be folded in? Yes. And I need to adjust it here. Just, you can correct it whenever you want, however you want. Well, with folding and burnishing. Now I'm going to flip this one up. Does it line up? I'm just going to maneuver it about a little bit. See? And now on the other side, does this line up? Yes, well, nicely. So everything fits. Now we need to do some gluing. I'm going to fold it open again. I know, lots of folding. I want to glue these 2 flaps down. I'm just going to use glue stick. They don't need to be glued down very, very well because, well, they will be folded down permanently from now on because they're going to be on the inside of the pockets. There. Now, before I do all the other gluing, I'm going to do my inking. Again, optional. Inking, guys, optional. There you go. A little bit of inking here because I'm going to glue these down. If you don't know exactly which part is going to be visible after folding, just ink everything. Just in case. Ink everything. There you go. I know for sure this is going to be folded up. I'm not inking this yet because I want to round corners. I'll see. I'll tend to that later. So, inked here, here, and here. Yes. Don't need to, guys. If you don't want to ink, you don't need to. I'm not using my glue stick. I'm using art for this. The first piece that we're really gluing down is the shorter piece, the smaller one. On the bottom, just on the bottom. I would not recommend gluing it here. In that case, you will sort of shorten your pocket. Yeah? You can, but the pocket will be, you know, less big. Also called smaller. Now for the other one, I'm going to glue this bit here, this line, and then this line. So just these two lines. Folding it in, matching it up. There you go. Well, the top part of the pocket is done. Now, you really don't need to round these corners. You really don't. You can ink them and then glue them on. I'm just going to round them because, you know, me and my corner rounder, best friends sometimes. Not today, apparently. There you go. Now I'm inking it. Why are you inking it before you glue it down? Because after you glued it down, you cannot really reach this part anymore. So this is going to be pocket from the top, which means I'm going to glue it to both sides. And I'm not going to look at all this loveliness that we're never going to see anymore. Bye, loveliness. There you go. I'm going to flip it over. Let me see. This is going to be folded up and this is going to be folded in. Again, I'm doing some roundings of corners and not necessary at all. So I'm going to round this corner over here and then the corners of this pocket. You might have seen the other video. I'm doing a couple of things different, not really. What I'm doing different is I'm also going to round this corner over here. It works. It works. I am not doing it here. I think that will sort of damage the integrity of the pocket. Before we are gluing, we are inking. Yes. And this is going to be the outside. For the ink, for this one, I'm using ground espresso because the image on here, the design is already very dark, and I really want it to sort of stand out. Also going to do the inking here. While we're at it, I'm going to do the top as well. See? Like so. Now, what were we going to do? We're going to make a pocket here. Are you still with me, guys? So, strippy here, strippy here. Don't worry if I'm going too fast because I'm going to make another one. I'm going to make another one, so don't worry. Glued here, and this is going to be a pocket like so. So, in that case, I glue it here. See? Glued on, glued on. Fantastic. This is only... Oh, now already inked over here, I guess. Well, we did it. It is finished. Yes. Let's get a card. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 pockets from one sheet. Let me do another one with another A4. Yes. So the measurement for A4 is 3.5. There you go. 3.5 or whatever you want. And then the pocket, and that's this one, 2.5. If you want to have this pocket taller, make it more. If you have it smaller, make it less. Hopefully that makes sense. So this is going to be at 2.5. Just 2 scores. Now I'm going to fold this in like so over here. And I'm going to match this up. Or you just do it by eye. You just eyeball it. Whatever you wish, lovies. There you go. See? Leave a little bit of room here for this pocket. And I'm going to fold this in again. On itself. Up until the fold. And there you go. Same with the other side. Thus far, it's really, really simple. Yes? Small triangle, big triangle. Let's see if it works. I'm going to fold it in. Yes, is it curling or Fold it double. No, it works. Now I'm gonna fold this up. Fold it up. That's something to remember. Fold it up first. It's going to be folded up first. It looks like a paper hat. For all you Dutchies out there, in my head I'm singing 1, 2, 3, 4, hoedje van papier. It's like 1, 2, 3, 4, let's have a paper hat. No. Okay, there you go. Now, before I glue these down, I want to make a snip here and here. And that's the tricky part to remember. The smaller part goes across and the bigger part goes from the bottom to the top. That's the thing that I need to remember. I sometimes forget. I'm like, where do I make the snippies? Is it going to be here or there? Well, bigger part is going to be up and the smaller part is going to be across. Let's burnish it really well there. I should have a knife somewhere over here. And it really doesn't matter, the dot, we're not gonna see it anymore. No, they're gonna disappear, the dots. Because they are on the inside. Also, maybe you should put the dot where you see it. Not underneath your ruler. Two snippies. Simple, right? Yes. Then I'm gonna fold it again. Let's see if everything works. This folds in, this folds over, this folds up. Yes, flip it around. Oh, I love the paper. This folds up. It's lining up nicely, and then this folds in. Yep, everything works. I'm gonna quickly round corners and ink everything, and then I'm gonna show you where you will need to glue it. Everything that needs to be inked is inked. I've glued the flaps down. Yeah, simple. We start with the smaller part. First, we're going to glue this in just on the bottom strip. Just a tiny dot of glue, as they call it. Well, it's a sort of a strip of glue. They call it a bead of glue. I don't know why. Glue it on. There you go. And then we need to glue this part along the bottom line. And then this part over here on the paper would be nice. There you go. Make sure you sort of line it up, guys. There you go. We're going to do the pocket on the front first. So I've rounded the corners, inked all around it. It's going to be a top loading pocket. So we're going to glue on both sides. There you go. Hopefully all the ends will meet up. They do. If they don't, just, you know, sort of try to maneuver it again. And if they really don't, who cares? It can stick out a little bit, you know. That's why Mr. Tim Holtz invented distress ink. We're gonna glue this one up first. Yes, this is going to be the top loading pocket. Again, just to the sides. There you go. One here, one there. And then we're gonna fold this one in. Rounded all the corners and inked all around it. There you go. Now, if you want to, you can make a notch in here. I didn't do and make any notches in this project. I'm gluing it to the background, and that is not what I want. So there you go. Quick, right? I think it's really, really quick. I'm going to show you one more time with book page. For the book page, if you have book pages like me that have images on one side and then writing on the other side, decide how you want to have it. I wanted the pockets themselves to have the image on, but you can also reverse it, have this as the image and this as the image, yeah? But then this whole piece in the back would have been book page, and I really love just the strip of book page here. And so that's why I do it this way, yeah? So the image I do on the bottom. This is a little bit over 1.5 inch, like almost a 1.5 inch smaller than an A4 size. So I could do all sorts of measuring and calculating. I'm not gonna do it. I know with the other one I did it at 3.5. I'm just gonna do it at 3, or I'm gonna do 3 or 2 7/8, just a little bit smaller, just a tiny bit smaller. Don't push it hard, love. This is book page. See there. I'm going to show you. I'm going to fold it in. We need to do the bottom score as well, but that's going to be okay. And I'm just going to have them match up. See? There's like 3/4 of an inch in between the two. So you don't need real measuring. Now, it is also not as tall as the A4. The previous pocket I made at 2.5. I'm gonna do this at 2, or whatever size that you want, lovies. Whatever size you want. There you go. Score here, here, and here. Yep, that'll work. And this works just the same. Yeah, I'm gonna fold this in. Honestly, you don't really need any real measuring. Just, you know, fold it, fold it. And there you go. Let's see, if I fold this in, will it work? It will. And this one, will this one work? Also will. There you go. And then will this work? Yeah. So we did the folding, and now we need to do the snippies. I'm again marking it where they all come together. Yep. Now for the hard part, I'm quizzing you on the taller part. Yes, yes, we need to go up. We need to go up instead of across. And this one goes across. There you go. Before I glue down, I just always want to quickly check, will everything hold and does it fit? Do I need to sort of check here and there, or, you know, fold it again a little bit over here and a tiny bit over there. See? Yeah. Perfect. I'm gonna ink it and I'm gonna glue these down, and then I'm gonna glue the other parts one more time, last time. Inked everything, glued these down, rounded corners and such. I'm gonna do this one again. Just a strip of glue on the bottom. Only over here. And line it up nicely. And then on the other side, again a strip on the bottom, and on this piece we just go up. Now guys, if you're like, I don't know if I can do this, take out a piece of copy paper and practice on it. That's what I do. I take out a piece of copy paper or ugly scrapbook paper to try things out on. And after you get the hang of it, then you use a book page like this. because these books are rare and can be expensive. So don't practice on your lovely book pages. See, and there you go. For inking, I have used Gather Twigs on this one because the ground espresso was a little bit too dark. And I think the color goes really well with the botanical sort of style. We're gluing this up because this was the pocket from the top. And then we're gluing this in. And because we started with the image on the back, we see a lot of the image now in the project. So there's only a bit of text here. and here, but we're gonna do some lovely decorating in here. Yeah, perfect. We made a lot. I also did not decorate this one, so I want to do some decorating and make some cards. I'm gonna show you quickly how I made these cards. I'm gonna use a die cut on this. You don't have to love it. You have seen me make tags for days. Yes, just have sort of a rectangle and then snip it off, or round corners or what have you. I'm gonna use my die cut machine. For tags, I'm using a die cut. Yeah, just wanted to. I have 3 sizes in this. You can also have 4 sizes in this, or you know, just as long as the smallest one goes into the small pockets. But you can make these by hand, guys. I know you can. So what I did, I used 2 book pages, one from the British Concise Floral whatever, and then one of the Sears and Roebuck one. I love this one, and that it has like a gazillion pages in it. So, and I have a second copy, so I need to use it. And I just glued them onto the piece of luxury cardstock. This is actually sort of linen cardstock. Just have the tags a little bit, you know, sturdier, heavier. I am just going to cut them to size and then ring them through my die cut machine, I guess, and make those lovely tags. So just glue your book page on something, or your digital, or print it out on something heavier, like so. And I'm going to use my dies. I'm just going to show you what I'm going to do. It's going to be sort of random. Not really, because I do sort of want to figure out. This goes here. Love that image. This goes here. And then I'm going to have this one. A little bit of the purpley flower on here. Like so. See, I'm going to do it and I'm ring it through my die cut machine. And I'm also going to do that with these. So let me do that off camera. Yeah, and I'll be right back. 4 pocket thingies and then 4 piles of tags on them. Look how lovely these came out. Isn't that absolutely fantastic? I just love it. Now, normally, guys, I would do some decorating on the tags, just some simple things. But I really want to focus more on the pockets. However, I am going to put hole reinforcers on them, on all of them, because I want to share with you. I have a new set of hole reinforcers from Elizabeth Craft Designs. I got a lot of questions about these. These are the ones that I already had. It says reinforcement variety pack. Unfortunately, on most of the website, this has been sold out, but you can check on Amazon or what have you. It has all sorts of different shapes. But luckily, she has 2, maybe even 3 more different ones. And the set that I'm using now is 1812 Planner Essentials Reinforcement Pack 2. I thought, well, I'm going to do number 2. So I think there's a number 3 as well. So I die cut these out. Is that a word? Die cut these out. I did. And I've used brown. Just a normal, well, from the cardstock, from the luxury cardstock thingy. I use these ones and I absolutely adore them. There are fishies in here. There are sort of ponds. These look like sort of, or daubers. Could be daubers, yeah. And then I think you can flip these over or have it like a double, whatever. These are for planners, guys. So they use well if you're doing I don't do that. I'm just using them on tags. Love this one as well. It has a camera in here. Isn't that great? A camera. Am I still in frame? Yes. Pockets. Just like sort of jeans pocket thingies. Isn't that cute? And then this is almost, I don't know what it is, a snowflake or what have you. And there's also, and I'm going to use these for sure, leaves. Isn't that cute? Oh, I had another one. Yeah, there were a couple of, I think, believe 6 in them. And this one, sort of a diamond shape. And another sort of flip over whatever thingy. I really want to use these, but not on these ones because these have rounded tops. So on these ones, I'm going to use the leaves, I guess, as a sort of hole reinforcer. Look how cute that is. So I'm going to put hole reinforcers on this one, and then on this one, I don't know, cameras or probably just the round ones. Or, you know, the dauber ponds. I don't know. So I'm going to put all of these on. Yes, I die cut a lot of them. And I'm not going to touch them further. I am, however, going to decorate the pockets a little bit. I've put all the hole reinforcers on and I've put them in the pockets. Isn't that lovely? I adore it. Look at the leaves. I love it. So, and on these I've used sort of the circle flowery ones and the diamond shaped on this. Now I want to decorate the pocket, all of them except for this one, because, you know, it is done. Basically, this paper is so fantastic. It's like I went all over it with my bits and bobs already. So yeah, so this one is done. Then we have this one and the two beautiful botanical ones. I'm sorry, guys. I have a label in mind from Tracy Fox. Has these sort of botanical labels, and she has them in two colorways. These are the sepia brown ones, and she also has the color ones. I'm going to do the brown ones, I guess, probably. Something a little bit more bold. Yeah, I'm gonna do this one. I am, however, going to snip this. I just, you know, I just like that better than the square in the back. Probably a lot of people are like, why? Why? Oh, you know, just because. So yeah, I'm gonna put these labels on. Using art for this, not necessary at all, guys. No. You can use glue stick. But then I would have to take out a glue page, and I really don't want to take out a glue page. Shall we do this one upright? No, we cannot do that one upright. Oh, this one's nice. What's this called where you are? Where we are in the Netherlands, it's called paardenbloem, like a horse flower. Is it dandelion? Is it dandelion? Could be that this is a dandelion. I would be extremely proud if this was a dandelion. Yes, you blow on them and then everything sort of blows, you know, the seeds, they spread everywhere. Horseflower, paardenbloem. I'm gonna do this on the other side. They're a little bit sort of by themselves, all alone. It already looks lovely, but I was thinking maybe I should add, like, double label it. I'm gonna double label it. And there you go. These are stickers. So very convenient. Here's one. And then just, you know, these are green to sort of repeat the green a little bit. Just like this. Loveliness. All sorts of loveliness. I want to have a, I'm not going to do botanical on here. Something else. Well, this. I'm going to be bold. I'm going to leave it straight. I'm not going to cut the corners off. I'm not going to snip anything off. No. Yes? Oh, love it, love it, love it. And you can decorate a lot more, of course. You could stamp here, put postage stamps on, or, you know, what have you. I have this one. Not a brown one. I'm going to put it there. I'm going to leave this as is. I'm going to put this one there. I could do something on the back. I'm going to flip it over and see if I can do something on the back. Definitely needs something on the back. Not botanicals, love. Not botanicals. This one? Books. I'm gonna do books because I never use this one that says books. Books. There you go. What do you want on here? Something small and green. I don't have a lot of green left. Yeah, these ones that you can sort of write on. These are fill-in labels. Love them, but they're way too big for this project. Oh, there's some small greener ones here. Yes, yes. Just gonna get that one. These small Tracy Fox labels, they go everywhere. I mean, this is a completely different sort of theme than this one. This is botanicals and the other one is, I don't know, vintagey something. That's with the red in it. I do not want the red in here. I think I used all the green ones already. Well, it's gonna be this one. Here. Fantastic. Now, normally I would decorate the tags. I don't have time to decorate any tags, but they're lovely. They are fantastic. Let me show you the end result. Here they are. 5 pockets made from one piece of paper, like book page, copy paper, anything you want. Yeah. I made this one with British concise, whatever, floral, beautiful book. Yes, and then I made all the tags. You don't need to have the tags in here. You can have put other pieces of ephemera in here, just have you know, in your journal or as Happy Mail. I love it. I just love it. I love to use these book pages for such projects because, let's be honest, I'm not going to fussy cut all of this. No. So these books I only use for envelopes, pocket thingies, tags, backgrounds, what have you. And the other one, I cannot even tell them apart. I don't know which one I made previously. They're just gorgeous. And I love the whole reinforcers on here. Could have also used a flower. That would have worked well. Really cute. And then the 2 digitals. Did not do anything to this one because of already loveliness. All the cards. Look at the cute little cards. Yes. Again, these are images I would never sort of cut out. That's why I made them into tags. And then this one, I really like this one. This goes very well with the whole sort of theme. Love it. Again, pockets here, there, 5 pockets in total. And inked all around it. Fantastic. Guys, that's it for today. I hope you get a piece of paper out and just try it. Take out a piece of copy paper, you know, and then you fold it. Fold it. Try it without a scoreboard. Just fold it in, fold it up, snippies, and Bob's your uncle. Great. Guys, tomorrow, number 1. Let me know what you think. What is your number 1? Or what do you think my number 1 is? Now, there are so many projects that we have to skip because I only could pick 5. I am going to do some honorable mentions tomorrow, and also my reasoning behind choosing these 5 that I have chosen. But that's all for another day. I hope you will join me again tomorrow. I'll see you then. Bye, guys.